Well, hey, this is Jerry bringing you another episode of What's Broke Today. That I'm getting started on episode 8 of Rusty, our 2002 F350 truck that I was working on. Made it over and was working on the driver's side rocker panels and trying to get things cut and fitted. So since I spoke to you last, I've cut out some of this, and I went ahead and I cut up into the floor, but I didn't go as far as I was originally talking. And then I got up here and cut out this corner, and then I've been slowly trimming on this, and I still got to take a little more off of here, but I finally got this where I can get it stuck up there, and come on. There we go. That we are getting super close. That I've got a little piece down in here I got to trim off because of that plate that goes up on the back, because I'm not going to be able to slide it over the pinch weld. And then I've still got to do my trimming here, but I got to get it the rest of the way up there first. But I mean, we're getting super close. That I did some marking up here where I need to do a little more trimming, probably on the cab instead of on my new piece. And then where it goes up here, that back brace is hitting on the floor. But I think I'm going to cut that back a little farther. And then he had brought me this back brace piece off that other truck. I think I'm going to cut this one back so it doesn't interfere. And then once I get the rocker up on there and get it in position where I want it, I'll take part of that other piece and cut it and weld it on the outside, just so I stiffen this up and give it a little more support. And then of course I cut enough where I don't have to, battery's going dead on my other light. But yeah, so we're coming along good. That I should tomorrow get this fitted and maybe even start welding it in. That I got just a little bit more I'm going to do today, and then probably call it quits. But I'm real happy with the way things are looking, and I got going to be able to put my pieces in for to hold the sill plate like I wanted, and yeah, it's all looking good. I am quite pleased with how things are turning out. So hang on, and I'll get back with you when I get some more work done. Yeah, I got a wild hair. I figured it wasn't quite. I still had a few minutes I could work, so I went ahead and made a little notch here, and I cut off another piece down here. And then curious how this is going to fit. And the battery in my other light is telling me, change me. But there we go. Yeah, because yeah, it's looking good. Yeah, my little bit of spot up here is catching, so we'll take it, put it on the new grinding or cutoff wheel. Pull this out and get it out of the way, and then we can. Hair farther. Oh, lay things down and forget where I put them, but yeah, we'll just bolt that. There we go. All right, we'll turn that down one. Maybe I'll make that battery last just a little longer. Oh yeah. Since I shot video last, I got that piece in the back I was talking about cut out, and then I took and I put a few behind here. There's some clecos. I got a few up here holding things because I've got my ribs in the floor. I mean, they're not a perfect match, but they're pretty close. But I'm gonna guess that some of the stamping has changed, is a little different, because the the very front one, rib, the second one line up perfect, but yet the third one is probably about 1/8 of an inch farther to the front. But I mean, in the overall, I got everything pretty much down where it needs to be. And then I took my tape measure and I measured, because I was worried about my height. So I measured from the pinch weld up there, which I guess actually it's easier to do it the other way. Let's see where the seam is here to where there's a seam up at the top. I measured on this side and on the other side a height. It's easier sometimes said than done, but put that there, and I'm right at 48.5 inches from down here to corresponding seam at the top. And then I came up here where there's another little seam just in front of it and measured down, and I had my 48.25 on both sides. So yeah, maybe a little over 48 3/8 maybe. Let me go check the other side again, because that's when I measured earlier, I didn't have my light on over there. Yes, that's a little bit different, but not much. From here to here, we might be 1/16 of an inch taller here, which actually I'd expected it to be a little shorter. But the main thing I didn't want to have was when we shut the door, I need for the door to seal and go up against the weather stripping, which goes over this pinch weld. But I think for now, I'm going to take my green marker. I've already got my holes for some clecos. I'm going to go around on the floor inside, and I'm going to clean off some paint. And I think I'm about ready to do some welding and get this inner rocker structure put in. So let me get a few more things done, and I'll get back to the video in a few. I got some of the cleaning up of where I'm going to weld done, and kind of getting things hooked up in place. That, you know, trying to move this in just a little bit farther. Yeah, I want to get that in just a little bit farther, and I think I can take out a few of those clecos and use a C-clamp here. I think I can hammer that in farther, but we're getting near ready to weld because I got, you know, all around up here as clean as I can. Some of that, yeah, don't look great, but I got cleaned on the back side where I'm going to plug weld through here, and maybe it didn't grind quite as high up through there as I needed to, but I'll get in there and do a little more cleaning, and yeah, we're about ready to weld this piece in. Getting floor put in, and see, I've got most of my welds done. That I'll still got to fill in some more, that just basically coming back along and doing little spots that everything's actually looking really good. But up here, where these two pieces came together, I had a pretty good gap. So I made that piece to go on the outside of it. I got all my spots down through getting the old pinch weld to the new metal, and then up around the back, and you know, see, all of it's turning out really good. But Curtis says, "Can I help?" But yeah, it's all looking really good. But and I don't know that I need to fill in all of that. I'll probably clean it up and fill it with seam sealer and then undercoat it and call it good. But next thing I'm going to get working on is these, I think these outer panels, because I set that over there, because the piece he brought me, this is out of shape here. I gotta get that funny little S bend out of that and flatten that out. So that's what I'm gonna start on next. I ended up, I got the you know, the front piece. Yeah, nothing's welded yet. It's just up there. So I got the front A-pillar piece in. I put the door on, and I got the dog wanting to help. Go, dog, go, go. Now, needless to say, I still got trimming to do. I was putting the, working on the cab corner, and I thought I had it where I needed it, and turns out after I put the door on, I didn't, because, I don't know if you can see, but right now I've got it clecoed. I got a pretty even gap. I changed my zoom on the camera. That I've got some trimming I got to do here, because I ended up putting a backer piece on here, and I got one that goes, well, it's down inside the cab corner now. I took the clecos out so I could shut the door. I got to do some trimming around here, but I'm going to take my Sharpie and kind of mark where I need to cut, because I don't need to cut very much there. And of course I got to get C-clamped on the bottom and vice grip. That turned out good. And then if we come inside, an important thing on something like this is you got to keep your gaps right, so that your because the weather stripping goes on that pinch weld. So not perfect, but pretty doggone close up through there. That it's actually surprised me. It's narrower at the bottom than I thought it'd be, but I think I do a little I need to check all the alignments on the door, because I think I need to pull the top in a little bit, but that looks pretty good. All right, now I got the door open, and I mean, getting it fitted, going around the ID plate like I wanted, and everything of that looks good. That, you know, I'll end up putting some more of those Clecos in it, but once I get the cab corner welded up, then I'll worry about this other stuff. And so you can say hi to Trouble, because he thinks I need help. Between him and the dog, Will and Ash, all three of them been out here helping. Say hi. Come here, Ash. Yep, see, here comes Ash. Yep, they all think I can't get this done without their help. But yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I said I didn't shoot any video yesterday. I think I did, because I think I shot pictures after I got done welding on the inner structures. But my one thing I'm going to say is, if you have a truck that's rusted this bad and you've never done any work like this before, I really do not encourage you to try, because it's a lot of work. It's a pain in the rear, and I mean, and you need to get everything to fit. You know, number one, so it seals, and also we want it to look halfway decent. You know, I'm just hoping I got the cab corner right on the other side, just because after seeing what I thought was right on this and then put the door up, made me realize how wrong I was. So, but that's looking all right. I think I'm going to get my Sharpie and do my marking and see if I can slide that cab corner out. And since I got Clecos in here, it's easy to put them back. And I've got them in the little pockets where I can put them from the inside out, so I can shut the door. But yeah, I'm going to do my marking, go out and do a little trimming, and then see if I can get that put up there, and I'll get my backer plate probably back in there too. Cat. He has huge claws that hurt, and he stuck them in my foot. So, but yeah, I mean, that's where we're at, and I get a little more done, I'll show you my progress. I got everything tore apart. I got my rust reform and seal put on my inner rocker. I've got the cab corner, the outer rocker, and of course the piece for the A-pillar, all hosed down with my reform and seal. So we're going to let that set up and check back in with it in a few. Well, I was nearing about 20 minutes of video on part 8 of Rusty that I think I'm going to go ahead and conclude this episode, and when I get back with you, I'm going to be welding this outer structure on. That so far so good. That, you know, it's not been easy, but things are coming together. That I get the sheet metal welded on and some little bit of work done on the backside structure under the backside of this, because, you know, that's not too bad, but, you know, I got this flexing, but I got pieces I can cut and weld in, and I probably have to do that should have done that before I undercoated. Should have done that, but I really wanted the rocker on, so I'll probably have to, you know, the piece I weld on the backside will all be welded on the backside, so if it burns some of that off, well, it does. But yeah, looking good. That I appreciate you watching. That I'm loving all the thumbs up I've been getting, and all the for the likes. Thank you to all my subscribers that keep watching. And if anybody out there that's not a subscriber, feel free to join. That keep an eye out for episode number 9, because that's what I'm going to get started on probably tomorrow. And I'll say stay tuned because no telling what else you're going to see on What's Broke Today. Thank you.